This is a Scarlet Witch. This is also a Scarlet Witch. But the question you might ask is, why have you not seen this Scarlet Witch yet in Marvel Contest of Champions? Well, the fact is there's a very sinister reason for this. Not Mr. Sinister, but, well, not really sinister, more disgusting. So as a lot you know, for a while in the game files there is mention of a different type of Scarlet Witch. That Scarlet Witch is referred to as Scarlet Witch Ultimate. The full mock-up of the champion in a kind of a rig looks like this. This is the kind of like base plate of the skin that will go over the model, of course. And at least to know that like a good chunk of the champion has been created, but we haven't seen any kind of leaks or kind of like modding of this particular character. This also is taken from the champion PNG, which you can see right now, and it looks cool enough, but why didn't we get this champion? Well, first of all, the weird thing is other games had done this particular model. I think this is from Marvel Heroes Omega, which is a game that I used to play a long time ago. I'm talking before the days of mobile gaming being a thing, or it was more of kind of like, I think, a PC game, if anything, like a first like MMO kind of type game. But they went with this particular model. And the thing is, there's a large amount of controversy that comes with this particular character model because it's the ultimate version, hence the name Scarlet Witch Ultimate. So the mystery as to why goes back to Ultimate X-Men issue 1 and this series, which ran for a good chunk of time. There was a particular story arc, which is something that, well, it involved a potential or hinted to ancestral relationship between Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. So again, I did say the word incest because it was kind of hinted at. It wasn't overly seen, but it was a case of like they built up the tension within it. And we've got the receipts to go over with this. So I'm not quite sure how this kind of like goes into the series of X-Men Ultimates or Ultimate X-Men. I don't know if this is a kind of a branch off or it's within the same universe. But even by this cover, you've got the outfit that we've just seen, the potential Marvel Contest of Champions Ultimate version of Scarlet Witch, hand in hand with Quicksilver, which, you know, for some people might, you know, they might be very close brother and sisters, right? And again, in this scene, when Captain America is confronting them, we have got, again, hand in hand with Scarlet Witch in a different type of outfit and uniform, and Quicksilver being very protective and very snippy if, you know, his sister is touched by Captain America in this instance. I'm sure Kabam have no problem with the outfit of Scarlet Witch, especially in the Ultimate series, because this looks like a cool outfit. And some of the art may be a little bit saucy within it, but, you know, Marvel art was very much saucy. I personally hypothesize the reason Kabam haven't wanted to ever put this version in is because they didn't want people not knowing the storyline, but kind of like touching into that. It may be like, okay, well, the character did this in a particular story arc, which was cool, but then it's like, oh yeah, but that's where we have the famous or infamous kind of ancestral storyline between Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. And it was like, we don't really want that bad PR and heat, which look, a lot of companies do that. But here's the also thing, like with a champion like Doctor Strange Marvel Now, which is a version around about the time that didn't see the light of day, as well as a few others that we're going to cover in this series. I just think it's one of these ones where Kabam went, do you know what? It's kind of like copy paste of this being put in, and with the time that's passed, it just doesn't feel right for Kabam to ever put this back in. There is a bit of interesting revelations here, especially because the SP3, because these are all the special attacks, by the way, they kind of retain more of a close to the classic version of the champion. So you can see here, like the first SP1 is Hex Sphere, second is Hex Bolt, which if you go to the in-game special attacks, which you can see on screen, the classic version has Hex Sphere and Hex Bolt. SP3 of the classic version of classic Captain Marvel, not Captain Marvel, of Scarlet Witch is Chaotic Bombardment. When it comes to the leaked abilities from the data mine side of things, it's referred to as Probability Manipulation. So whether or not there would have been a different style of attack, I don't know, but that would be the only thing to kind of stand out from a unique set of the abilities. Yeah, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the character model, maybe even the abilities that Kabam could have created. And I'm not sure that a lot of people would miss this particular character, especially because after the whole incidents of 12.0, if only remember that particular update in Marvel Contest of Champions history, then you'll know that Scarlet Witch played a part in that being not a champion to go for in the future because of how crit rate was changed and how that impacted the champion. But one thing that would be very interesting is to know what were the plans around this particular character. I think the character has been in some sort of promotional base art, though I can't 100% verify where it has been, like it's been at a Comic-Con or something, to go, oh, this is the alternate version of Scarlet Witch. I just think the reason that Kabam didn't decide to kind of put this champion out to the world was largely based on this, but also a little bit of what happened after the instances of 12.0, because, you know, when there's moments here where you've got Quicksilver just about to kiss Scarlet Witch, again, it's a bit and how the character kind of goes in with that particular scenario. But I don't know if that again is that close to the actual look, because this is the look. I think it is taken from the same comic book story arc and series. But yes, there's questions. We're looking at this going like, yes, that's the same outfit as Scarlet Witch has that's been created for, say, this. Not that image because that's different. The face looks scary, very scary. The rig which is there is the outfit in general, which you can see. So yeah, it's a very, very sticky situation. I think, you know, if from a PR sense, you just would not want that smoke. You've got to kind of be like, yeah, we don't want to really kind of cover that particular story arc. It's a bit unfavorable. But also, this could be something set by Marvel. Marvel may go, hey, you know, Kabam, are you putting any new champions in? Yeah, we'll put in this one. Or don't put that one in. That's from a story arc that we don't kind of like, you know, cover. The same way that WWE, when they're doing their live shows, will have a long list of things where there's words you're not allowed to say and there's moves you're not allowed to perform because it's not in keeping with the brand. You know, that may be the same instance. The same way that I don't think Kabam are allowed to say Morbin time when Morbius is coming in October, or has already been in, depending on when the series is released. So that kind of gives you a little bit of insight in. Sadly, no footage with this particular character, but I think it wouldn't be something that people would be overly interested, especially with Scarlet Witch Sigil and Classic still prevalent in game. But what are your thoughts on this particular character, Scarlet Witch Ultimate? Would you have liked to have seen it or not? Or what do you think about the controversy? Put it in the comment section. Check out some other content and more of this series, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.